I had one little. No, Sandy.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I had one little comment to make, and this takes back to the day with the first seminar at the brand new building that they built in Chanhassen. And when I first went into the building, found a seat, and I was sitting there, and I'm looking all around at this thing. And, of course, I've never been into the church thing. And so that was another little piece of that whole deal. But I'm sitting there, and I'm looking up at the star in the middle and all this, and I asked a question. I said, what in the heck is all this about? And a little voice came on, and it said, this is just a bridge. And so in that moment, I realized, yeah, it is just a bridge. A lot of people are going to be coming through here, not in. And that's all this is. It's just a bridge.
Yes. When I was in the corporation, I was fortunate to have most of my experiences was with Paul Twitchell and Rebisar. And so in essence, when I had my thing when I started with Duane the Great Writer, it was easy for me because it was a continuation of what I had experienced. And these Eckmasters, we now call them the Real Guides. Bob and I went to the Worldwide Seminar this year kind of to see what was going on there, and we passed out a few things, and one of them was a picture of Rebisar, and it had an invitation from Rebisar, and it said, take the risk to see more. Sing new you, and I will show you what is real now. We sing new you, and it's new you. Or you can sing it in another tone or whatever feels comfortable to you. We sing it 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night, and you can ask Rebisar to show you what is real, what is truth. And you'll find your life changing. I certainly did. Bob?
Eva's on now.
Ava? Are you on?
Yes, on you.
I'm on here too. Yes?
Yes. Would you like to tell us how you came upon the Duane the Great Writer and knew you?
And the background.
And your background in, I believe you were in Eckists also, correct?
Yes, I was 32 years in Eckists, and I had before I met Duane, there was something going on. In the first 1 year, I get a call from the office in Eckists that I have not more contact Iranian. And I had a very good connection to Iranian, and I was auch visit many in Iran, and she forbade me all this. This was the first step. And then after a while, she called me again. Eva, you make there so much pictures on Facebook. They are very wonderful, but we want not that you make this. And I was making Eckmasters, yes. I was making so but I saw so in different position or with some people together or other and when they had a dream, I make the dream in the picture for them, and many from the Eckists was like this very much and found wonderful. But they say, no, Eva, don't do this more, no? And I was really upset, but now here I cannot do what I want. I'm not free. What isn't this here? And then 2 months later, a friend, an ex-friend from me, he say, Eva, I cannot more sing the HU. I get a new word, and this is NU. NU. Also he was singing NU, and I was thinking, what a pity. Before we was always singing here online on the computer, HU together. No, I think no, now I cannot not sing with him. What a pity. And then after the 3 months he was singing this NU, I was thinking, okay, I decide, what the matter, I will sing with you the NU too, then we can singing some together. Okay, I was singing then with him the NU, and I feel good. And then I was thinking, I was looking in Google, maybe there is something more about the NU to find, no? And I was surprised. Was NU? Und there's somebody writing NU und Rebisar und Paul Twitchell. Wow, was ist denn das? Das ist ja cool, ne? And then I found PDF-books von Duane the Great Writer und auch his email address, but my English was not so super, and so I was saying to my internet friend, look, you have to contact them here. Maybe you can get some books from him or that we know a bit about this more. Ne? And then it was going all so fast. Ne? Then I get contact with Duane and I was so exciting. Then after a while later, then I had a aeroplane booked to Canada to visit my friend, and before I was thinking, oh man, this new use is really, I like it very much. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe I will not mal be an Eckists when I come back, or I will not mal very fast pay my membership for Eckists. I was noch paying my membership before I was flying to Canada. And then when I was in Canada with a friend, and then I saw, oh, my friend had noch more people who was liking the new U and reading them the books von Duane. And I was so surprised. It was also exciting for this, and it was so wonderful. I was not right now reading the books. I was only hearing from these people, but I feel in my inner, oh, this is it. And then we had a phone call from Canada to California with Duane, and in the first time when I was talking with him, I was thinking, oh, this is, I remember I had the feeling, this is it. Yes. And I was right away asking Duane, oh, can I help you? I make so much pictures and I like to help you maybe on your book covers to make pictures, or how do you like it? And first Duane was saying, oh, really, I make it for myself. I don't need it. I was thinking, maybe he will see what I do. Maybe later he will like it. And then when I was 5 weeks in Canada, and we had always something of phones with Duane, and when I was then at home, then we was taking emails, and then I was telling him, come to Facebook. And Facebook is a great place to share all what you are doing, and I will help you how to do this. And that was the first start, and then I think 1 or 2 months later, I tell you, I have here so many contacts to Skype. It will be auch good when you make Skype groups that we can talk with the world and with all the people who want to know more about you. And then I think 1-2 months later, we starting with the egg groups. Not this is a new Skype groups. Yes. And 1 week later, I was writing in Facebook a letter that I not more be interesting on Eckists. I'm not now with Duane and the new. And this was very fast. I was nothing say here to the office, but 3 weeks later, the office was write me the letter. Bye, Eva. Yeah. Now this is schon. Now I'm soon 6 years with Duane, and in this time we had many Skypes and new groups and new friends was with us, and some was longer with us, some don't understand, some understand, and it's very interesting. We have so many all over the world now get to that now Sandy makes a blog talk radio show here right now too, and this is very cool that many more doing something, and I'm very happy that I'm not always here with Duane every day, many hours, and this is really make also connections to the real guides and to see much more what is here going on the world. So I think this is really right now enough what I was telling. Thank you.
That is wonderful. Ava is from Germany, and she and Duane are the ones who do all those absolutely wonderful pictures. There's thousands and thousands of images that she and Duane have done, and it's, at the Corporation, they also had pictures of, they call them Eckmasters, but they're really the real guides. There's no such thing as the title Eckmasters anymore. But I noticed that Duane's and Ava's pictures really look like the real guides, whereas the pictures in the Corporation, not so much. And so if you want to find out what these real guides look like, just get on Skype or the Internet and wonderful worldwide educators. And if you look up Kelsey Lynn Brown, she has thousands of images. They're just stunning. And I want to thank everybody today for telling their story about when they were in the Corporation and when they found the new UUU. And if we have anybody that's listening that wants to call in, we can take calls now. The number is 563-999-3509. Again, that number is 563-999-3509. Do we have anybody out there who wants to say anything? Anyone else? Anyone?
Well, I would like to make a comment, and for people still in the Corporation, people thinking about leaving the Corporation. Probably one of the most misunderstood things that Duane the Great Writer is working with is that life has nothing to do with worship of personality. It's not joining in an organization. It's not believing in a savior. It's all about awareness and recognition of what's real. And the reason why the real guides are here is because they will show you in your dream state, they will show you the real side. And as you become more and more aware of your dreams, you become more and more aware of what's real, and eventually your awareness of what's real and the all is will become such that you will be able to step out of cause and effect creation and be with the real guides, or basically you'll have total freedom wherever you want to go. There's no restrictions. And we are so brainwashed by the religious systems of today, and unfortunately the Corporation has become the same way, that we believe that we've come to a point where if we believe in something, that's the answer. Belief is not the answer. You can believe in all this stuff, and it's going to get you nothing but more and more cycles of reincarnation. It's awareness, your personal awareness, and only you as an individual can become more aware. And it's up to you to become aware. Duane the Great Writer and the Real Guides are showing you how to become more aware. They're not telling you how to do it. They're just giving you hints on how you can do it for yourself, because you must do it for yourself. Is there anybody else have any more comments?
Yes.
Yeah,
this is Claudie.
Go ahead.
Claudie, go ahead.
Yes. My comment is, when I was in Eckists, I found over many years that I gave permission for Eckists to say things that I normally wouldn't go with. Sometimes when we find something delightful in our lives, or we come across it and we think it's the most wonderful thing in the world, we give allowances. Oh, yes, they may do this, but this is the best. This is all there is. And we convince ourselves that is so. So sometimes when we are so enamored of a protocol, let's say that, a protocol, a procedure, we give allowances. We can say, oh, you can get away with this and you can get away with that, but that really isn't going to persuade me. Until we come to the moment when we look at things realistically, or in the old saying, the cold light of day. When you look at things and say, all right, these are the parameters I go by, but it doesn't quite follow those parameters. So sometimes people in Eckists, and I was one of them, gave allowances to what was being presented. And I found after a while that I couldn't understand, like what you, Bob, had said before, what was going on, and it must be me. No, that's not correct. It's not you. It's what's being presented. And if you look at it realistically and in a quiet moment, and you ask with pure sincerity in your heart for the truth, it will be presented. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudie.
Mike, you're going to have to mute. I think we heard a bunch of your chickens doing the new you in the background. Well, everybody, I think we've come to the conclusion of this talk, and we want to thank everybody for sharing their background and how they've come to the new presentation, their experiences with Eckists, and how they were brave enough to step out of that system and step out of their fears and move on with life and share with what they've done. And we thank you very much for that. Sandy, you want any parting comments?
Just want to thank our guests for today. There was Dean Val from Huntington Beach, California, and Mike from Arcadia, California. Claudie is from Corpus Christi, Texas. And we just want to thank you so much for all your, and Ava from Germany. We want to thank you so much for all your stories today. And we will be on the radio next week at 12 noon, so tune in then. It is going to be a different topic, probably about horses next week. I came across a woman who does therapy with horses in Wausau, so that should be an interesting program. So we will talk to you then. Okay. Thank you.